Welcome back into another video. Today we're going to talk about a new leak that was brought to my attention. We're also going to talk about a new Pennywise theory. Based on the research I've done, Pennywise is a surprise possibility for the near future. We could very well see a Pennywise chapter in Dead by Daylight during year 6. How's it going, everyone? My name is Schmuckles. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I also stream on Twitch on Wednesday and Sunday nights. The link is in the description below for that. In fact, that's where a lot of this info came from. My amazing Twitch community brought new info to my attention and we analyzed it live on stream. So make sure to check out my Twitch live streams if you want to know about this hype before it hits YouTube. We talk about new killers, leaks, and my upcoming content all the time on Twitch. There's 2 insane leaks in this video. Make sure to stick around till the end of the video if you want to see a clip where Kote actually talks about the Pennywise license and license holders. Big shout out to Speedy Cloud, aka Halo on Twitch, for bringing this Kote clip to my attention. Halo found new Pennywise information that I haven't talked about on YouTube. Also, shout out to Cascader TTV for finding the Chapter 21 leak on a dev stream. That leak is a 3.5-hour VOD of Almo's Twitch stream, and Cascader saw it live, came into my Twitch stream, and gave me the exact time codes of the leak. So a big thank you to Halo and Cascader for this new information. Let's talk about the Chapter 21 leak first. So this leak came from Almo's Twitch stream on July 11th, 2021. Someone in his chat asked Almo, can you at least tell us, is the new killer going to be fun? And Almo responded this.
New killer's gonna be fun. Yes. Very fun, actually. I think he's really cool. Or she, or it, or whatever. You guys will dig it. Yep. The new killers are good. You guys will like them.
Okay, so in this clip, Almo appears to have revealed that the next killer is going to be male. Like, he seems pretty focused on the game that he's in, and it seems to me like he accidentally let this slip. Either he leaked the gender of the Chapter 21 killer, or he had that troll ready to go in that moment. I want to further analyze this dev leak. Right before the Twins chapter, Almo had a similar kind of leak that happened.
And there's 21 killers in the game at this point, gonna be 22 next chapter. So it's okay if one of them is a little hard.
New killer coming?
Oh, we just spoiled it. The first chapter with no killer.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
lie. Nobody take that seriously.
Too. He's also got 3 perks.
Jeez.
All right.
So this leak suggests that the next killer was going to be male, and then the next killers that we saw were Victor and Charlotte. Was Almo referring to Victor? Was Charlotte originally male? Or did Almo have a troll ready for us in this moment? If he was trolling us with a fake leak, could this recent leak also be a fake leak? I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. It's really insane. Most of our Chapter 21 ideas are for male killers anyways, but it seems like we can rule out a female killer for Chapter 21. I wanted to talk about something else as well. While I was watching the Freddy Krueger trailer last week, I noticed that Behavior had licensed this chapter from New Line Cinema. They clarified which Freddy license they obtained in a Q&A right after that chapter announcement.
Actually, this is a question that has been asked quite a couple of times. You know, which version of Freddy it is. It is the remake version. That's just the thing now. Like, it's having the whole Freddy is not a thing anymore. We have to use this guy. This is Freddy now.
I did some further research on New Line Cinema, and I found that New Line Cinema actually owns both of the It reboot movies. New Line Cinema is a sub-company of Warner Bros. In fact, I mentioned this in a Pennywise video from a few months ago, but I never connected the dots before now. So Behavior has an established relationship with the Pennywise license holders already. We've seen Behavior talk again and again about the possibility of bringing in more licensed chapters from Capcom or Konami games. This is because once the business connections are established, it gives them a platform to request other licensed content. That could very well be happening behind the scenes between New Line Cinema and Behavior Interactive. Kote has admitted that Pennywise is a dream chapter of his. We covered that in a previous video. If you want to see that video, you can click on the title above. Kote actually talked about the Pennywise license status on his Twitch stream. Halo directed me to the audio recordings of this. This clip is from September of 2018.
Can we get Stephen King's It for the clown? I wish. Seriously, I have no problem saying that this is one we tried to get. It's not one that they're willing to discuss right now because obviously they're working on big things and they are not they're not ready to talk about this license at this time.
So let's analyze what was going on in this time period. In September of 2018, the first It reboot movie had already been released. The first reboot had already launched in September of 2017. It grossed $328.8 million combined in the US and Canada. It's one of the top grossing films of all time, so at this point, New Line Cinema had been developing the sequel to this movie and had their hands totally full. When Kote made this statement, it's likely that It 2 was already in development. This film was released in September of 2019. So this project is now over and there's no It 3 on anybody's radar. Could this mean that New Line Cinema now has the time to make a deal like this with Behavior? There's nothing really holding back a Pennywise deal anymore. I've also heard mixed things about the gender of Pennywise. Throughout the book, It is referred to as a male due to usually appearing as Pennywise. The losers come to believe It may be a female because it lays eggs, and perceiving its true form as a monstrous giant spider. It's possible that Almo doesn't know that much about Pennywise's backstory. It seems like the right timing for something like this. I think Pennywise is a legitimate possibility for the near future. And let's talk about Stephen King. How can we not? A lot of people think Stephen King doesn't want to share Pennywise, and I was researching Stephen King for fun and I found this.
A little while later, I wrote a book called The Shining, and it was my third book, and I got contractual rights to write the first draft screenplay for that. And I did do that, and I found out later that Stanley Kubrick, who had got the rights through Warner Brothers, had already determined that he and a lady named Diane Johnson were going to do the screenplay for The Shining. So they basically, my screenplay went in and they said, no, this won't do, and then they went on to what they really wanted to do, which was fine. I wasn't angry or upset. You're not, after a while. You get thousands of rejection slips before you break through. You kind of get used to that, and it's just part of the game.
So Stephen King wasn't even able to write the screenplay for The Shining because Warner Bros. Took control of the whole project. I feel like once King surrenders the novel rights to a big movie franchise like Warner Bros., he loses a lot of power and doesn't get many decisions on what happens within the movie franchise. I think he would have preferred writing The Shining, but he was told no by Warner Bros. And he couldn't and didn't fight it. That being said, I think the Pennywise situation is very much between New Line Cinema, which is Warner Bros., and Behavior Interactive. I don't think Stephen King has as much of a say in this deal as others think. I think it's a misconception because Kote happened to mention Stephen King right after he said that the Pennywise license was hard to get.
What would be your dream licensed killer and survivor?
Pennywise.
Wow, Pennywise.
I'm a huge fan of Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
I love what he does, and yeah, it's a difficult one to get a hold of.
I think Stephen King wanting the Pennywise license locked is a misconception. If you have info that suggests otherwise, definitely let me know in the comments below. So in that leak from 2018, Kote admitted that the license holders for Pennywise actually responded to his request. I think it's possible that a Pennywise deal is in the works or has already happened. New Line Cinema owns the following movies in addition to a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot from 2010 and both of the It reboots. The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creation, The Nun, Annabelle Comes Home, Mortal Kombat, The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It, and the upcoming Evil Dead Rise. And Warner Bros. Distributed the 2009 Friday the 13th and The Shining from 1980. Out of all of these movies, these are the ones that we saw on the Satisfaction survey. And the fact that The Nun was on the Satisfaction survey, I think this goes back to the fact that they have a connection with New Line Cinema. I definitely think Pennywise is possible now. We'll definitely follow the situation very closely. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified when we post new content about this. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.